Did anyone see any of that coming? Like, seriously, that shit was off the chain. Nintendo's Direct today, January 23rd, 2013, it was better than their last two E3s combined. Like, no comparison. No comparison. This Nintendo Direct was like balls to the wall. Nintendo came out, guns blazing, they kicked ass, they took names. It was insane. Like, it was awesome. It was completely awesome. I was going through the updates, I was sitting at work, and I'm just getting excited. I'm like, oh snap, they announced this and this. By far, the two biggest things for me, well, three biggest things for me. First off is the new Monolith game. It looks sexy. Mad sexy, like a crossover between Xenoblade, Monster Hunter, fucking Gundam Wing, and all this other bullshit. It looked ridiculous. Like, fucking ridiculous. Like, I need this game in my life. Like, I did not know I needed this game in my life until I saw that game. And then, the second biggest thing is the Shin Megami Tensei and the Fire Emblem crossover. It's like, it's one of those things where you're just like, oh, what? That don't sound right. Fire Emblem, Shin Megami Tensei crossover. But I said the same thing about Pokemon and the Witchamajigit series. You know that fucking Pokemon crossover came out for DS. It was sick. So I got high hopes for this one too. And the next big thing for me, seeing as how Legend of Zelda Wind Waker is my favorite Legend of Zelda game of all time, and I've been dying to play it again because I moved around so much, I don't have the GameCube version anymore, and my sister bought the GameCube version. She's rubbing it in my face, I'm playing Wind Waker, blah blah blah. And then now this got announced, an HD Wind Waker remake for Wii U. What? It is a good day to be a Wii U owner. Like, all these announcements, it just, it was sexy. It was mad sexy. And then the screenshots they showed, I was like, oh my goodness. You can play the entire game on the gamepad. I'm like, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Someone over at Nintendo listens in on my fucking brain. They pick my ideas, son. It's so awesome. Now, for the rest of the announcements, they did announce that there's going to be a new Mario Kart, a new 3D Mario, and for the Wii U, obviously, they're working on. They're going to be playable at E3, and they said that they're going to show some new Smash Bros. Stuff at this year's E3. So E3 2013 expectations for Nintendo, the bar is fucking up there. It is up there. Anyways, so there was that. There was a new Yoshi game that got announced for Wii U, and it looks like a mix between, you know, Yoshi's Island and Kirby's Epic Yarn. It definitely has a Yarn style, but a more like 3D kind of, like Little Big Planet kind of feel to it. You know, Sackboy looks like he's, you know, yeah, it just had that look and feel to it as well. So, well, not the feel, but like, you know what I'm saying? It was Yoshi's Island with Kirby's Epic Yarn, but like on a 3D, in a 3D world. It was still a side scroller, but it looked interesting. Like, I'll check it out. I'll probably pick up the game eventually. They showed off new trailers for Wonderful 101. There was a, you know, kind of-ish trailer for Bayonetta 2. The more I see of Wonderful 101, the better it looks, honestly. Like, at first when I saw it, I was just kind of but it's starting to look really good now, for me at least. So there was all of that. And then there were kind of like, you know, little smaller announcements, like we're getting Wii U updates that's going to have, you know, speed up the slow operating system on the Wii U. Yes, this shit is slow sometimes. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It is slow. So those are quite welcome. There's going to be an update that brings us Virtual Console, NES, SNES, and Game Boy Advance games are going to be coming to Wii U Virtual Console. In fact, I think the first game is up already, Balloon Fighter, for 30 cents. That was another cool thing to celebrate all the awesomeness of the original Nintendo. They're releasing games monthly for 30 cents. And that's like chump change. That's nothing, man. That was awesome. So I already downloaded it. I suck at the game. So yeah, that was mad cool. And the fact that, you know, the Virtual Console games are going to be completely playable on the gamepad without the big ass TV, that is also cool. And it was interesting that they announced Game Boy Advance games for the Wii U but not the 3DS, but whatever. I mean, there were still some really good announcements. Miiverse is coming outside of just the Wii U. I think they said right now they're gonna release it for a web browser sometime in the spring. So if you can just surf the internet, you'll be able to access Miiverse. And later on, they said they actually wanted to create an app for it as well. So there was some other smaller news. More big news. Well, they said they want to change Zelda, like change Zelda. Because Zelda games are pretty kind of structured and linear. They said they wanted to squash that. They didn't want it to be linear. They didn't want to have you have to go this dungeon and then this dungeon. Then they're like pick and choose. Like you can like more fucking open world kind of thing. I guess that's the kind of vibe I got. But either way, the new Zelda, I can wait. Skyward Sword is still pretty fresh in my mind. Like I can go back and play it. It'd still be awesome. So new Zelda can wait. And I guess the only real beef I had with the Nintendo Direct was like they will not give this guy a fucking break. They really won't. Like I understand Mario is awesome, Mario sells, whatever, but last year alone he had Mario Party 9, there was New Super Mario Bros. 2, New Super Mario Bros. U, Paper Mario, and there's something else I'm missing, but it was a lot of Mario, right? And like I just give this guy a break, let him take off for a year or two. Like, come on, seriously, just give this guy a little break. But after they do a 3D Mario and Mario Kart, I mean, there's not really too much else they can do other than the sports stuff. But anyways, that was a sexy Nintendo Direct. Watch this mess. It is good. Like I said, it was better than the past two E3s combined. My expectations for E3 this year for Nintendo is just up there. Mind blown. I was seriously expecting to watch this Nintendo Direct, and I was just expecting they're gonna say, oh yeah, we got these multi-plat games coming over. That's what I was expecting. So I was like, okay, yeah. And then I watched, oh my gosh. It's awesome. It's awesome. That was a sexy ass Nintendo Direct. This is PyroTakun. Out.